Okay everyone, I am out tonight for a quick ride. The weather's going to be turning, but I had just recently installed the Generation 3 Eagle lights. I do not have the Halo version, and I guess I can put the actual model number in the comments section below. So as you can see, we don't have any street lights here at all, and I'm not on high beam. This is low beam with the driving or passing lights, and I can see flawlessly. I am extraordinarily pleased with this upgrade, and it was an unexpected upgrade that I made due to a recommendation that was given to me by a subscriber. So I very much appreciate that recommendation. That is always welcome when you receive good information and you act on it and it works out. But I am thrilled. I can see into the ditches, which is a big deal in Tennessee. You know, hey, in a lot of places we have deer. Let me put on the high beams. Oh yeah, I can see way into the distance here where I need to. Now I'm not on a highway, but I wanted to see without any other lights other than distant house lights. This is as good as I can expect headlights to be, quite frankly, because anything brighter, I think I would get diminishing returns, because other motorists would end up flashing me and giving me a hard time of it. And so I don't care to get any brighter. I think I am just happy right where I am right now. So I guess this is a pretty short review. Unfortunately, I did not do what I should have done had I really considered that I was going to be making this review today, and I should have done the halogens that came stock on the bike and made a few trips around, and then as a you know, before and after, I could have then shown you this. But I guess you'll have to take my word for it that it was in no way, shape, or form as bright as this is. Now, maybe I'll go in a different location as well, so you can maybe see a little bit further on when I'm not doing or going around curves. Okay, so that's high beam, low beam. Let me turn off the. Okay, that is without any driver lights, passing lights, whatever you call them. All right. There's with them on. So I have a very smooth, clear line of sight. And again, I don't know how I could improve upon that. I mean, if you get brighter, it's going to be too bright. It's smooth and consistent. Now, let me just say this. After the installation that I did, and by the way, if you haven't seen the review of the installation, I am riding a 2017 Indian Springfield, and so I showed there the installation process for the Generation 3 Eagle lights. And you may not own an Indian Springfield, that's fine. I'm also going to be doing an instruction on how I needed to aim them. It did become necessary to aim these lights. After the initial install, I took it out for a quick spin, and I was thinking to myself, whoa, what have I done? Now, I knew that they were brighter, it was very clear, but the aim was very different for LED than it was for halogen. I'm not even certain that the headlights were particularly pointed in a direction. I mean, they were just more of a general aim, if you will. So what I did, and I guess this is as much a how-to as anything I can go over briefly here. It's in the manual if you have an Indian or others. I'm sure it's in the manual for adjusting the headlights, but I marked off 25 feet. I happen to have access to a warehouse that I could do it with the lights off. So I marked it off 25 feet and measured to the top of the low beam. And then at 25 feet, let me navigate this real quick. At 25 feet, it should be down a couple inches from the measurement. So if you're at 37 inches, then I would aim for the top of the low beam to get to about 35. Okay, so that's what my measurement was. And once I did these, it wasn't hard. It was just a simple adjustment with a hex wrench, hex tool, and it's similar probably on most bikes, but it was an easy process and obviously well worth it. I mean, this is low beam. This is brighter than my cars, my car or truck. Low beam again, high beam. Wow, I'm absolutely impressed. I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. Now, I still have to be cautious about deer out here. Now, there may be one that I could see just before they hit me, but I have to be cautious, so I'm not going to be zooming around too much more out here after dark on these windy roads. But I am very pleased indeed. So Eagle Lights, 2 thumbs up. I can only give you one without putting on cruise control. So how about one and another? Excellent, excellent. I don't have any means to tell you if these are better or worse than another brand. I cannot speak to that. All I can tell you is that these were recommended to me. I've installed them. I'm pleased with them. They perform better than any bike that I've had, and just as good as any car I've had. I love how white they are. I don't know what Kelvin they are or any of that, any temperature. I'm not really high on the specs. All I know is that in real life I can see, and that's, at the end of the day, no pun intended, that's all we need, right? We want to be able to see at night. And today was one of those days where I stayed too long at the office. It got dark on me and I got to try out my lights. So again, 2 thumbs up. I'd give 3 if I could. Thank you, Eagle Lights, and look for my short upcoming video for a how-to. And with that, I will sign off, and we'll see you down the road.
I know a place where we can go to lay the troubles down, meeting your soul. I know a place where mercy flows